Power to the who? Power to the who?
Power to the who? Power to the who?
Black power, black power.
Black power, black power.
Power to the who? Power to the who?
Power to the who? Power to the who?
Native power, native power.
Native power, native power.
People don't see us, so people don't see the environmental racism that is killing us. But we're here tonight in solidarity, in black and brown solidarity, because there is a lot of black and brown power in this city. And so we want to take this power and this unity that we have been building here in our resistance and lift that up and create something beautiful for these resistors. We're also here to connect the dots, because it is so important that we recognize that white supremacy has multiple pillars. The endless wars that we are a part of, anti-blackness, and colonialism, which, let's be clear, is the annihilation of Native people. These are what prop up a white-led, white-powered system. And so to come here and celebrate the solidarity, celebrate each other and the solidarity we have given each other, and celebrate the greatness of the resistance that is happening in North Dakota.
The connection between Indigenous rights is intrinsically tied to our fight for Black liberation on this land. And in order for Black liberation to occur, it has to occur alongside the liberation and sovereignty of our Indigenous family.
After the Standing Rock tribe revealed the locations of sacred sites in federal court on Friday, Energy Transfer Partners intentionally bulldozed sacred places of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe right in front of Native elders, children, and many more.
The Dakota Access Pipeline sick dogs on the protectors, including families and babies. In addition to that, they pepper sprayed them.
We are shocked by this brutality and the loss to future generations. This is an especially horrifying example of disdain for the history of the Osage-Sakoan peoples.
And we cannot stand silent while this is happening. The Dakota Access Pipeline isn't only going to affect the Indigenous populations in that area, it's also it's supposed to end in Patoka, Illinois. So it's affecting our state as well. So we should not feel disconnected from this fight. This is our fight as well.
Would you burn for your people? Would you burn if there was a chance they would have to treat us all equal? See, all my people in the fire, and I swear we ain't seen you. So we came to burn entirely. Burn this unsacred society, these patriarchal hierarchies, these classes, habits, and symbols of status, this madness of corporate ladders, money mentality, profit is all that matters. Money mentality, profit is all that matters.
Through letter writing, we open up channels of communication. And those help reduce harm, they help save lives, because they remind folks who are locked up and the guards who seek to brutalize and terrorize them, that we are watching. That we love and support you even though you might not be able to see us. Even though these cages try to erase your life and your existence and the fact that you matter. And that through letter writing, we can protest on a very, very personal level this idea that this is just how things are. And that in itself is a radical act, it's a revolutionary act.
I write because to not write is a breach of faith. Out of a past where amnesia was the expected, out of a past occupied with quiet, out of a past, I make truth for a future.
And I'm here because injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I don't know how else to say it, right?
State violence and environmental violence, it is all racism, it is all white supremacy. Native people being killed at a higher rate by police than anyone in the country is invisibilized. Black people being killed by the police is excused constantly across the board. There's an assumption of guilt that comes with blackness, and so state violence is really endless and can't be seen as not going hand in hand with environmental violence.
So when we say police abolition, when we talk about ending the police and prison system permanently, we're talking about taking those resources back and putting them towards clean water. We're talking about taking those resources back and putting them towards green space. in all of our communities. We're talking about community gardens. We're talking about returning native lands to the indigenous people that they've been stolen from. The resources are there, they're just in the hands of people that they don't belong to. So when we say police abolition, when we talk about ending the police system, we are talking about environmental justice. So let's remember that we need to fight for environmental justice in Chicago, because when we are in Chicago, we are still on indigenous land. Solidarity doesn't mean going somewhere else. Solidarity means remembering where you are right now.